meets up with her agent, who quotes what everyone said after seeing the dailies.
You want to pull the trigger, or should I do it?
And we see Abby and her father are reluctant in telling Elektra the truth.
I hate lying. Why can't we tell her?
We don't know anything about her.
I mean, she turned down a fortune for killing us and is risking her own life to protect us, but would she co-sign on a car? Would she co-sign on a car? Elektra triggers a memory of her talking to herself.
What's the matter? Is something wrong?
Don't think that's how flashbacks work. And Abby asks her to show her some assassin tricks.
Just sit quietly.
Almost an hour in, I think we can allow one laugh. Hey, having our lives threatened is fun. We should do it more often. Abby's dad figures out Elektra was originally sent to kill them, and I've heard of worse reasons to make out.
I'm sorry.
Yeah. I hated that.
Boy, there's mixed signals, and then there's Rorschach tests. The assassins find them, though, and her agent decides to hold them off while Elektra gets Abby and her father to safety. Well, that's your one cool scene. Hope you enjoyed it. The agent is killed off, and the rest of the killers hunt them down. I had no idea I could do that.
Get in there.
Elektra tries to set up a trap to catch them by surprise. That's literally all I got. She runs down the world's slowest falling tree, taking the guy out, but more baddies are on the way. Did you know I can do this? I can do this. I died once. It looks like Abby is Wonder Girl, but there's no time to explain as this happens. Yeah, that's exactly what you think it is.
Abby, no!
It's too hot! It turns out this kiss drains the life out of her, but saying I died twice doesn't have nearly the same ring to it. However, Stick arrives with his own army to protect them.
Another day, oh man.
Elektra has yet another flashback and discovers the devil that killed her mother was a ninja. A common mistake. She wakes up and finds that Abby is fighting off all her opponents being trained by Stick. I feel like I missed a few scenes.
They call her the treasure. She was a prodigy from 4 or 5 years old.
Was all this a test? Everything from the day you threw me out, has it all been a test?
That's the nice thing about being a teacher. I can make up whatever I want, and it was all a test. You failed, by the way.
When you came here, you were filled with anger, poisoned by violence and tragedy.
But look at you now. You're so laid back and easygoing. Here's a pointless tidbit. We find out Elektra is OCD.
I don't have OCD. I had it when I was a kid, but I haven't done that in years.
You were just doing it. The counting.
If that were true, the whole movie would be about battling a microwave that's blinking 12. Stop it! They decide to fight because, I don't know. And Abby suddenly starts crying because, I don't know.
I don't want to stay here.
Every kid in the audience right now. Elektra leaves the camp to go back to her childhood home to lure the Hand away from Abby. Jesus, Fat Albert's fart couldn't fill a room with gas that fast.
Clever girl.
The ancient tactic of squeezing my army through one entrance surprisingly didn't work. Kagiri spots her though and uses his shitty CGI sheets to battle her. I'm a ghost, ooh!
Now you'll remember.
It's revealed, of course, that he's the assassin that killed her mother. Ooh, yeah, that rivalry was built up, seeing how she's only meeting him now in the last few minutes. So she puts all her vengeful strength and energy into losing. Okay, seriously, why is there a movie about you?
Let her go!
But Abby comes to save the day because why not have a little girl save you by this point? And they escape out the window. Miami Ink attacks though, and even Abby's jump rope of truth can't fight them off. Man, with all these powers, this guy's gonna put up a hell of a fight. Or he dies like a bitch.
You know, I used to be the treasure, and I don't like being replaced.
Huh, that's an interesting development. I'm sure it'll be explored in the last 8 minutes the film has left. My god, you fight as well as a blind man!
Come on, let's go. Push, push, push.
Let's go, let's push, 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 push!
Ah, we finally see how that scene comes into play. Pushing is good. Glad to know. Actually, the final blow in this is so anticlimactic, it's probably my favorite scene in the movie. How can you not laugh your ass off at that? It's like that Donald Duck cartoon where an apple travels a long distance just to hit him in the face. I'm sorry, that's fucking hilarious. She finds Abby and brings her to where her mother died because... memories? And tries to wake her up.
I always knew your heart was pure. You simply needed to see it for yourself.
Oh, of course, only a good heart can bring the dead back to life. So she has to really dive deep into her core to find the true love of... Or Stick can just bring her back. Yeah, there's no stakes here. Abby, of course, wakes up, and her father comes over to see how she is.
Thank you.
I hate this.
You gave me my life back. You gave me mine.
Should I return, like, all the stuff I've stolen from you? I already called the police. You're doing hard time. She leaves them behind, as I'm sure no other assassins will come for them. And she runs into Stick.
Anyway, your second life's never really like your first, is it?
Sometimes it's even better.
Or extremely underwhelming. But at least we'll give you a big swishing closer because all superhero movies at this time have to do that. Oh, and not even doing that. Just walking out the door in a Nanny McPhee outfit. Okay, that's fittingly unimpressive. So that is Elektra. It's not in any way the worst superhero movie I've ever seen. No, that would be something. This is just uninteresting, uninspired, and unimpressive. The look is boring, the writing is standard, and the whole entire film just feels passionless. I never did read the Elektra comic, but from what I hear, it's supposed to be really good and in-depth and intriguing. I can assure you none of that is represented here. Daredevil, at the very least, was a fascinatingly awful film. I'm not gonna be forgetting that anytime soon. But I just saw this, and I'm already forgetting I just saw it. It's not good, it's not terrible, and both of those, funny enough, are its biggest crimes. I'm a nostalgia critic guy, remember? So you don't have to.
My mother died when I was young. I should go.